what justice is coming in for you. Let's see. So the first card out is of abundance. It talks about abundance. So the justice that is coming in for you is in the material realm. So it's likely that you will be able to afford something that you've had your eye on for a long time. It's likely that you will be able to buy something that you really desired for a while now. So the justice that is coming in for you is, like I said, in the material realm. So it has to do with your finances, also on the financial level. You're also seeing justice coming in for you. And it has to do in a situation where you have been trying something and not succeeding. So perhaps you've tried to do something and failed at it a couple of times now, multiple times. But you kept trying, you keep trying and trying again. So for you, the saying goes, if at first you don't succeed, try and try again. This is what you're doing. So the justice that is coming in for you, it has to do with a situation where you've been trying something for a while and failing at it, but now, you will succeed at it. So this is your justice coming in. And this justice will also make up for all the times you've lost in an area which you've previously been failing at or trying at. Also, justice is coming in for you in your friendships. So other people will come around and they will finally realize that you were right all along in something. So if previously you experienced betrayal or somebody that didn't have faith or trust in you, or somebody who didn't believe what you were telling them, this person will finally see the error of their ways and come back around to you. They will finally realize that, like I said, that you've been right all along. And, they will realize that not only you were right all along, but that you have taught them a valuable lesson in something. So maybe you tried to advise some of your friends earlier and they wouldn't listen to you. But like I said, they will definitely see the error of their ways and come back around to you. Also, the card of fidelity talks about you being faithful yourself. We're talking about a situation where you were not giving up in. And even though you kept failing at it, you were sticking in some sort of a situation. So this is your justice coming in, that finally, also due to your loyalty and fidelity to a certain situation that you've been trying at, you're gonna finally see some positive results, some changes, abundance. Even through all the times that you've been trying and trying again, you've learned something. So, all those failures, so to speak, they weren't for nothing because they were teaching you something. And now you finally learned how to turn a situation around. So, this is the area where your justice is finally coming in for you. Where now you've learned the lessons, you learned which is the right path for you. So your justice is definitely the right way opening up for you. And the card of the Three of Pentacles, it also talks about you sticking in a situation, you putting all the work in time and time again, even though you didn't see the results. You kept working at it, you kept sticking with it, and you've learned through all the ups and downs. And your justices, you can finally see the result of all your labor, everything that you've worked for. Perhaps also through all the sleepless nights, you've been worrying, you've been dealing with something difficult, and this is your justice coming in, like tables turned, everything shifts for you now. Everything you've worked for, the results are finally here. So the results are coming. So this is your justice coming in for you. You're finally going to be able to see results, the ones you've been waiting for a long time. Justice coming in for you is tables turning. So where you've been failing at before, you're finally going to experience what it's like to be on the winning side. You're finally going to experience what it's like to be a winner. Thank you. So, what justice is coming in for you? Let's take a look. So, it has to do with resting. You're getting a time out, you're getting a good night's sleep. You're sitting on a beach with a cocktail in hand. You're sitting on a sofa with your feet up. You not having to worry. You not having to stress. This is your justice coming in. So it's possible that you will have some sort of a communication, a difficult communication with somebody, where some things, some issues will be resolved. And this is what it's going to allow you to take your mind off things. It's like all the stress, all the anxiety that you've been worrying about through this communication, it will be resolved. You will finally understand another point of view. And this will allow you to feel like a heavy burden has been lifted off your shoulders. So justice coming in for you is you experiencing good health. You're going to be feeling good in your body. You're going to be experiencing good mental health. Like I said, all the stress-free situations, you're finally going to be able to take a nap under a tree. Some of these things, they sound really simple, but but this is all that you have wished for, to experience some peace. And peace is priceless. And when you don't have it, it's everything. So your justice is coming in an area or a situation which has been causing you sleepless nights, anxiety, worry, stress. And now your justice is that you will finally get to have that beautiful sleep. You will finally get to have that mental peace and rest, the one that you've been wishing for. And as a result, you will feel better. Your health will improve. You will overall feel healthier in your body, in yourself. And with the Queen of Wands, this tells me that you will be able to feel like vitality has been returned into your body, into you. You will finally be feeling like yourself again. Some troubling obstacles will be removed for you. And this will allow you to focus on your health, or in general, focus on whatever makes you happy. So if until now you've been focusing on stress, on worrying situations, or whatever has been troubling you, but the situations will be mended, will be improved, and you will finally have time for yourself. You will finally have time for the things that interest you. And I also think that the justice that is coming in for you is you will finally have time, and time is a major thing in your reading. In a busy, stressful world, or perhaps in your life, you may have said in the past, oh, I don't have time, or, I would love to do that, but I don't have time. I have too much to do this, I have to worry about that. And it may also have been that, the hours in the day, they weren't enough for you. You were always just so busy. There was a lot you had on your plate. There were a lot of things that you had to do, people to take care of, situations to worry about. So it may have been that you never had the time for yourself, but time is returning to you. So for example, even if at work you didn't want to like take a vacation because you were thinking like, oh, there's just too much to do here. You can't go on vacation right now. All this is about to change. So your justice coming in is you having some sort of a communication, a difficult communication with somebody, but it has to be done because this is what is going to clear everything up for you. And, the situation will be mended and repaired, and it will finally allow you to breathe, to relax, to take a break. You will finally be able to take that vacation that you want. So time and rest is the justice coming up for you, where, in a situation where previously it was too intense, too anxious for you, now you will finally be able to feel like yourself again. Thank you. And hello, pile number 3. Let's see what justice is coming in for you. Your justice is clearing away the old, the used up energy that is no longer serving you and that no longer has a place in your life. Your justice coming in is closure. Closure in a situation. You accepting what is in a way that you can move on. So your justice coming up is also a feeling of relief. You're being relieved of something old, something worn out. A feeling of relief is coming up for you. Perhaps you're saying goodbye to some people. For example, perhaps you're finally ending like a toxic friendship or a toxic relationship or toxic work environment, whatever it is that has been bringing you down and making you feel depleted and empty and hollow. The justice coming in for you is you standing your ground and deciding to remove yourself from the situations that are making you feel a certain way. Like I said, you're finally accepting something that is harmful for you, or even, dealing with people who are harmful for you. Also in a sense of like them being energy vampires, or just sucking the the life force energy from you. These could be people or different situations, but you are removing yourself from it. So this is your justice coming in. You are removing yourself from it. You are deciding to remove yourself and closing out a situation. Like I said, closure is coming up for you. And your motivation also for doing this is you finally see something for what it is, and on the other hand, you finally see something that is more beneficial to you than what you're currently dealing with or what you've been dealing with in the past. So I see you breaking certain bonds very quickly, very swiftly. Um, it's like I said, you see something better on the horizon for you. So you're not hesitating in your decision at all. You want to get to a place or to a person, um, to whatever, to something that is better for you, and you're not wasting any time in doing so. So justice coming in for you is you finally seeing things clearly, like things, people, situations, something will suddenly becomes or be so clear to you that it will make you wonder, how come you haven't seen this before? Because it's just so clear. So justice coming in for you is that you will receive a gift of clarity. It may also be, uh, like the oracle card says, in your dreams, like the answers will come in your dreams. Whatever the case is, your mind will be open enough to receive this message. Your mind will be open enough to receive this gift of clarity, of things being clear for you, of what you have to do in order for a situation to improve. So due to all of this, and as a result of all of this, you will feel a connection with the spirit realm. You will feel a connection with divinity. You will feel connected to the divine. So it's the divinity within you that will make things very clear for you and crisp and crystal clear. So if you enjoy having crystals in your house or being surrounded with crystals, or if you feel a connection to a certain crystal, or you like wearing a certain crystal or costume jewelry, whatever, it's like this crystal symbol is speeding things up for you as well. And it doesn't have to be, but these things may aid you in seeing things for what they are. So this is your justice, or justice coming in for you. Thank you.